What is going on, guys? P's here with the Go-To Gamers, and today I got a video for you guys about Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, no matter what I do, people are going to hate and say that I don't have the game early, that this is fake, but just to prove to you guys that it's not fake, I'm going to go ahead and head on into multiplayer. Now, I had taken a static photo, and I was going to put that up and talk over it, but then I was like, you know what, there's going to be so many people saying that this is a fake photo, this isn't you, this isn't that, so I decided to use the Black Ops, what the heck am I saying, the Call of Duty Ghost background. There you go, you can see that that is in fact PZ, that is my account on Xbox Live. So without saying too much, Extinction Squads, as you guys can see, go back to the main menu and let's get into talking. I'm going to leave this screen up. Now the reason I went into multiplayer is to prove to you guys that this is in fact a real copy of Call of Duty Ghost that I got yesterday, and I've been playing it for a little bit of time. As you can see, my rank was only like 13. One thing I have to say about Call of Duty Ghost is it takes a while to rank up. That is about 2 hours of gameplay. Now keep in mind, I'm not an amazing Call of Duty player, but I am decent, and that was what I got with about 2 hours of gameplay. So it does take time. Of course, I'm trying game modes and different stuff like that, but I'm having a blast playing it. Sort of, not sort of. I'm having a blast, but I mean at the same time, when you get a game early like this, you're playing with like pro players and people who are good at Call of Duty and wait for Call of Duty for the next year, from the time this one comes out to the next year to the next one comes out, and are just like really good players. So I mean, it's harder to play when other people come out. You know, you got the noobs and all that kind of stuff, and it's just a little bit easier, it seems like, when the game is actually launched. Anyways, with that being said, I'm still holding, I think, at least an even KDR, almost pretty close. You know, KDR's kill to death ratio for those of you guys who don't know. But let's get into what I want to talk about. It had been rumored there was like 16 maps. It is 14 maps. I'm confirming that. 14 maps. You got Prison Break, Octane, Tremor, Freight, Whiteout, Stormfront, Siege, Warhawk, Sovin, Warlord, Stonehaven, Chasm, Flooded, and Strike Zone. Out of those maps, the map that I think plays the most is Freight, which is kind of like a train yard kind of thing. It's not a bad map. It's a very linear map. It's like a long map. Also, with that being said, map gameplay, the maps, to me anyways, seem like they're pretty big compared to normal Call of Duty maps. Now, I think the reason they did that is because when Xbox One comes out, it's going to be more players, playing together. So they wanted bigger maps because there's going to be a lot more people on the map. Now, with that being said, when you get into game modes like Team Deathmatch, there's camping, but there's not a lot of camping. But when you get into team, I think it's called, it's the one where you blow up. I think it's called, Cranked. That game type is really fun. Now, it eliminates campers because as soon as you get your first kill, you got 30 seconds to get another kill, so people can't camp and try to get kills, which is fun. But with that being said, when these maps are huge, everyone's trying to run around and find people, so sometimes you find yourself in this big clockwork motion running around, and the other team's doing the exact same thing, running around, and 30 seconds will go by, you find nobody, and you die, or you find somebody, and your teammates are right behind you, they're on a 30-second crank too, boom, they get the kill, you don't have anything, your timer runs out, you explode. But it's still a fun game type. With that being said, another game type which I'm enjoying is Search and Rescue. Now, Search and Rescue is just like Search and Destroy. What it is it's Search and Destroy and Kill Confirmed mixed together. So you're playing Search and Destroy. When you die, you drop a tag. When you kill an enemy, they drop a tag. If you kill somebody, you pick up the enemy's tags. They can't respawn. When you die, you know, if they're across the map shooting you, you die over there, you're next to a teammate, or a teammate can run over and get your tags, you respawn back into the game. So it changes the whole dynamic of Search and Destroy, where you only had one life. Now you have one life, but more strategically, if you are running duos or whatever, which sometimes is a bad idea, if they can get your tags for you, you know, you can spawn back in and help. You know what I mean? That's a huge game changer when it comes to Call of Duty Search and Destroy. I'm having a lot of fun with that one. I'm trying to get some gameplays, but today I'm going on a commentating rampage thing. I need to commentate 5 videos for you guys. Now the reason for that is because I'm actually moving out of my house tomorrow into my apartment for the first time. Me and my girlfriend are moving in together, and we probably won't have internet for the first few days, so I want to at least cover my bases for that first week, especially because I'm starting training for work, so I'm not going to have time to go to a Starbucks to upload. So commentating 5 videos today, uploading them over the course of today, and scheduling them, so you won't be able to see them until, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever you want to talk about. Anyways, let's get back into talking about Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, there's character slots, and there's 10 characters. Each character costs points ranging from 3 to 500. You get points by ranking up, prestiging, so on and so forth. In each of the characters, they actually have 6 loadouts. I can't quite tell. Maybe the 500 one has more loadouts. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if it's just a character or what it is, but as far as I know, each character has 6 loadouts. Now, when you have 6 loadouts in there, you could change them to have whatever you want to do. And then when you click a person, they specialize in a certain area, and that's the kind of gun that they give them. They unlock a certain weapon in that section. You actually unlock 2 weapons, I believe, because I picked submachine gun for my first guy, and he was unlocked with 2 submachine guns, and then everything else only had like 1 basic gun unlocked, except for snipers, light machine guns. Those didn't have anything. So if you pick a guy in a certain category, they're going to start you off with a couple weapons, if not at least 1 weapon from that section. Now, that being said, everyone had been talking about the Vector in multiplayer as a submachine gun. Now, the Vector's alright, but I find myself playing a lot more with the Bizon. It's B-I-Z-O-N. I think that's how you pronounce it, is Bizon. That's how I would pronounce it. That gun is beast. It reminds me of the PP200, I think, or something like that, from Modern Warfare 2. The gun that had the barrel underneath. It's basically just like that. This gun is devastating. It shoots fast. It's got high damage. It's overall ridiculous. Now, with that being said, I've unlocked every single submachine gun. That was the first thing I went through, was just unlock all the submachine guns so I could play with them, test them out, see how they went. And I'm finding myself always coming back to this one, the Bizon, and then the MTAR X is also another good one. But the Bizon is just way better, damage, higher damage, all that kind of stuff. Anyways, I've been rambling on for about 6 minutes about Call of Duty Ghosts. Like I said, I got 5 more videos I got to commentate going on right now, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, guys. If you have any more questions, go ahead and ask them, and I will try to get answer them in the comments. As always, guys, this has been PZ with the Go2 Gamers. If you've stuck with me this long, I really appreciate if you leave a like and a comment. As always, if you're not subscribed, go and hit that subscribe button. It really helps out. If you're not following me on Twitter, link is in the description, or twitter.com/callmepz. As always, guys, like I said, this has been PZ, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace out, guys.